has been the best rivalry here in Boston?
They've had some excellent games. I mean, some of the really close and tight-fought games were between these two teams.
Lionel can fly. James with the block. Tanasia Drayton gets the basket and one.
Nice step through that time to avoid the defense.
Jordan Galloway somehow got that one to go.
The New Mission Titans are the Division II state champions.
Hello, Boston. Welcome to the Cabot Center at Northeastern University for the 2017 Boston City League Basketball Classic. We got the boys' side right now with the Boston North All-Stars taking on the Boston South All-Stars. Hello, everybody. I'm Pat Flaherty, joined by my partner, as always, Alan Platt. Alan, it's the City League All-Star game. We just had the girls' game, which was a lot of fun. Now it's the boys' turn. They got a lot to live up to, but this is always an exciting game, always a lot of fun, and we always hope that the rims get a little bit of hurting here this afternoon.
Exactly. Well, we're at a college venue, luckily, so these are the strongest rims there are, the breakaways. But it should be nice. Like we mentioned, we were talking about before we came on, Brighton, the Division II state boys champion, has 3 representatives here, so of course we'll highlight them. But also, overall, it's an honor for the players to be here.
That's
it's
right.
more important for the seniors because this is their last time around, but a lot of the underclassmen want to try to use this venue and this spotlight to make their mark going into next season.
That's right. That's right. Always a lot of fun for all classes involved here at the City League All-Star game. We're going to start with the North All-Stars, and as always, you got to start with the New Mission Titans. They didn't win a state championship this year, which is, something that they're not used to.
Yeah, well,
they've won 2 out of the last 4. So
I'll tell you, they're always competitive, and even this year, I mean, with luck of the draw, the bad luck of the draw, they ended up having to play an undefeated team.
Tough bracket.
On the road, and they lost a close game. That's how they got knocked out. But You're right. New Mission, they come with that pressure defense, that three-point shooting, that all-around toughness. You're absolutely right. That's their calling card.
And it always starts with the Mitchell twins up top, Charlie and Charles Mitchell. Talk about Charles for a second. He's the one who can light it up from downtown. And as good as he's been over his career, this is actually his first All-Star game here in the City League All-Star Classic.
Well, what's interesting, and he definitely deserved to be here probably in the past, but he's here today. That's what's important. He's number 8. I mean, you can't tell him proper looking at him, so don't forget, Charles is 8, okay?
That's right. Charlie's 8. Charles is 8. Charlie's 9.
Right.
So we'll see if we can keep that straight throughout the ball game. But certainly those guys have been so much fun to watch throughout their careers, and it's going to be capped off here at the Boys All-City Classic, their last game of the season.
Both of them love big crowds. They love this type of atmosphere.
That's right.
And there's no better way, like you said, to make up for the fact that they got knocked out of the state tournament by having a good game here against their fellow All-Stars.
Meanwhile, on the other side for the South All-Stars, you mentioned the Brighton Bengals, the state championship run that they went on after winning the city championship, and the player who really led the charge. I mean, they could probably have 7 All-Stars here tonight, but the player who really was the catalyst of that state championship run was Jordan Galloway, the point guard. He's our spotlight player today.
Oh, yeah. Jordan has been their leader for the last couple of seasons. For a while, there was some question about his jump shot, but you see right there in the guard, he's able to hit his jump shot. Jordan's been the key to getting them going. He gets to the basket, he sets up his other shooters, he sets up the big fellas, and just as importantly, he defends. He's able to get steals, get their fast break going, and I'll tell you, Brighton, quite frankly, had some easy games in the state tournament because of the leadership of Jordan Galloway.
Yeah, Jordan had 16 points in the state championship. There you see him at the Mass Mutual Center out in Springfield, right as the Brighton Bengals collected that state championship trophy. He also had 4 steals. He also came out in the third quarter at the Garden in the state semifinals with 13 points just in that quarter. So definitely a spark plug for the Brighton Bengals boys basketball team. So he'll be a guy that we'll look out for here tonight as he carries that state championship crown into the City League All-Star game.
They're still smiling about it.
That's right. And why not?
He's going to carry that grin all through the game. But again, like I said, the All-Star game, you can relax, you can play basketball. It's just like when you're playing with your buddies in the playgrounds or just playing pickup. It has that type of atmosphere because there's really nothing at stake other than the pride until next year.
Without question. Now for more on this game, we're going to go to our sideline reporter, Channing Curtis. Channing, what do you have for us?
Now, guys, head coach Drew Brock, who's coaching the North team, has a lot of experience coaching this All-Star game. This is actually his third time coaching the team. He told me that before the game, he likes to talk to his players, get them to settle down a little bit. He didn't get that opportunity today. As a matter of fact, both teams were sharing the exact same locker room, so he didn't get to give them any type of inspiration. So he said he's a little hesitant going into this game, Colt, but he's very confident in his guys to get the win here this afternoon. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Channing. A lot of confidence for both sides here coming into the City League All-Star game. The City League this year was so deep with a lot of teams that were making it to the state tournament, a lot of teams that were vying for a city playoff position at the end of the year.
What was strange, Pat, this year, and we sort of followed it during the course of the season, a couple of teams got some great starts.
Right.
Some teams actually struggled out of the gate, but then picked up momentum
right.
mid-season. And so, like you said, the final result was there were a bunch of teams that were always very competitive in the different divisions throughout the city.
Yeah, and you're going to see the depth of the good players that we have throughout the city in this Boys City League All-Star game. It's the North All-Stars taking on the South All-Stars here at Northeastern University. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have the opening tap here from the Cabot Center right after these words. Don't go away.
Been playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
It's a beautiful day out here, sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it, let's go.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Got a quarter? You got a king?
Go fish!
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation.
We can.
Get someone a cab.
Or walk them home safely.
We can make campuses safer for our friends.
Our roommates.
Our classmates. Our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can.
Intervene.
It's on us.
All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education. What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself? What are you gonna make of me?
Welcome back to the Cabot Center at Northeastern University for the boys 2017 City League All-City Basketball Classic. North All-Stars taking on the South All-Stars, rather. And we are just about set to go here at Northeastern. Starters for the South side is there you see Jeff Martellus, Walter DuHollins, Jonathan DeVega, Jordan Galloway, and also DeJour Dunkley.
Yeah, both teams going with some familiarity as the two Fenway kids look like they're going to be out there. Also, for the North team, they're going to send out the two Mitchells and then the three kids from O'Brien. So it makes sense.
Makes sense. Well, the Mitchells are always a package deal. You know that to start. And like you said, Charlie and Charles Mitchell out there for the North side, along with Rivaldo Soares, Kobe Smith, and Romario Ebanks for the O'Brien Tigers. Soares and DuHollins set to go for the opening tap. And we are set to go here at Northeastern. And Kobe Smith controls it for the North All-Stars, and we are underway here at the 2017 Boys City League All-Star Classic.
Straight man-to-man to start out for the South in red. No surprise, want to get the players loose as possible.
Rivaldo Soares around the rim and out on the three, and here comes Jordan Galloway for the South side. Corner three on the way from DuHollins, and his shot is no good. Here comes Charlie Mitchell. Ebanks, the sharpshooter. No good on that three. Good drive that time from DeJour Dunkley at a Jeremiah Burke.
Yeah, we saw Dunkley during the season, had a nice game against Tech Boston.
Rivaldo Soares' elbow jumper is good.
I'm looking at Soares. Looks like he got bigger since the state tournament.
I mean,
maybe it's the haircut on the uniform, right?
It could be.
He looks taller to me.
And drive towards the rim from Jeff Marcellus is good.
Nice soft touch by Marcellus.
Hard to recognize Jeff as he got the wiffle haircut. He used to have longer hair.
And they all red uniform, right? This is a three by Eubanks.
This is how these games usually go, back and forth. The City League All-Star game.
It doesn't change until each team decides to start playing some defense.
That's right. Jeff Marcellus, no good on the jumper. Here comes Charlie Mitchell, someone you never have to tell to turn up his defensive intensity. Good swing. Charles Mitchell, step back three off the back iron. Rivaldo Soares, corner three. Gets that one to fall for him. So Rivaldo. Soares now with 5 points for the North All-Stars. Jordan Galloway now trapped in the corner, gets it poked away by Ebanks. Romario with the layup.
Yeah, so we talked about familiarity. You got to talk about 3 players from O'Brien in the blue, able to get a trap. Then there's another steal.
Charles Mitchell with the poke. Kobe Smith with the jam. One of many we'll see this afternoon.
I was just going to say 1 and counting, right? Yeah.
Dunkley inside the paint, lays it down to Galloway. Charles Mitchell, a little out of control, and here comes DeJour Dunkley. DeJour straight to the goal, but he gets swatted out of bounds by Rivaldo Soares. Jonathan DeVega buries the jumper.
We did that all season for that Fenway team. Like we said, there is surprise to people at the beginning of the season.
Step back three from Mitchell is good. So Charles Mitchell with his first trifecta.
I'm telling you, Pat, the first time up, both coaches are going to say, are we going to play any D at all?
Well, if the guys on the bench are paying attention, they might say, all right, if I'm the first one to play defense, I'm going to stay out there longer.
We got 24 points. We haven't even played 4 minutes yet.
Almost a turnover, and yes, a turnover. Here comes Rivaldo Soares with a rim rocker. My goodness, Rivaldo.
What happened with Dunkley went up for the blocks and said, no, I don't think so.
DeVega, no good on that three. Ebanks. DeVega straight to the goal. Nice layup from Jonathan. Soares with a three from Roslindale.
Deep one there.
My goodness.
That was.
Rivaldo Soares with 10 points, including a 30-foot three and a fantastic dunk as Jeff Marcellus showing off the strength gets that one to go. Jeff probably one of the most underrated players in the city. Charlie Mitchell buries a three. I hope our stats guy, Stu Sclaver, has enough ink in his pen. There you see Galloway. No good on the three. That's going to go back to the North All-Stars. Wholesale substitutions. As some of these guys get a well-deserved break.
Yeah, both teams bringing in new fives. And when you think about the first half, that makes a lot of sense. Just platoon them. Second half, when the game is sort of on the line, you go with what you're familiar with.
That three, no good that time. Carlos Martins out of Boston English. Victor Monegro, top of the key, unable to get that one to go. Martins with the rebound. Here comes Alex De La Rosa for a new mission. Johnny Ortiz coming out of the scrum with the basketball, and it's Anicel Poirier with the layup. Anicel, the Charlestown three-point specialist. De La Rosa, no good. Another one off the back iron for the North squad as Johnny Ortiz gets out on the break, scores off the window.
And his second unit for the Blue for the North is just not shooting as well. Getting the same shots, just not making it. Mansoray from Boston United.
Ibrahim unable to hit that one, gets the steal and the layup. We saw Mansoray against Latin Academy late in the regular season.
Yeah, it was a strange game. He didn't really play all that much. They had a difficult season, difficult record. They're sort of playing it out. So a lot of the younger players were playing.
Here's Leland Brown out of cash, making his way to the rim, now kicks it back out. You see this North second unit unable to sort of run and get back and forth as much as the first unit. That's another thing, too, with the pace of play. I mean, if you're Alex De La Rosa, you're used to playing with the Mitchell twins. Right. Where you just don't get a break.
He comes in, they go sit down.
Yeah. Poirier, wide open three. Can't get that one. And Montez Lacombe gets fouled on the rebound. Actually, lost it out of bounds. That'll stay with the south side. Franklin Uday scores inside. Franklin out of Charlestown had a very, very good year from the center spot. Quickly out to Poirier again. Anisel scores off the window.
Just like that, 4-point game. Is this the second unit for Red? This seems to be a little more in sync.
And Jordan Diaz gets fouled after picking up the loose ball. Jordan, another one of the state champion Brighton Bengals. Monegro inside to Diaz. And Jordan working inside, was unable to get a clean look. Now back out to Monegro. Diaz again trying to carve out space, but it doesn't fall for him. 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. Johnny Ortiz with the steal, and the three didn't fall for him. Poirier.
Nice block.
It's deflected by Carlos Martins.
Martins must feel strange. He's been out there 5 minutes and took a shot yet. At English, he was jacking up everything.
De La Rosa got that one to go. Monegro before the buzzer. And everybody in the gym now, catch your breath.
I tell you, calm down. Yeah, right. Get all that initial adrenaline out.
That's right. After one here at the Cabot Center, the North All-Stars lead the South All-Stars 27-21. In large part to that young man, Rivaldo Soares. We'll be right back in the second quarter here on Game of the Week.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework.
He hates homework.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as
harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Welcome back to the Cabot Center at Northeastern University. As we start the second quarter here on Game of the Week of the 2017 Boys Boston City League All-Star Classic. North side on top by 6. And after the turnover by the south side, north side with the basketball.
We mentioned earlier that abbreviated rule says only 3 timeouts per game for each team. So the quarter breaks actually do help because they act as timeouts.
And just like that, the north side wants to take a timeout here with 7:49 left to go in the second quarter. New group for them as well. Anthony Lewis out there from East Boston. We also got Lawrence Celestin from Madison Park. Jordan Pimentel from Madison Park out there as well. Folks, if you want to follow us on social media, certainly go to Facebook and search for Game of the Week. A lot of good stuff up there, pictures, videos, updates. You can also follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. If you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. Elijah Joy out of Boston English also in there for the North. along with Justin Brooks from West Roxbury. And we got a foul at the top of the key. That's going to be on Anthony Louis.
Two kids from Tech Boston are in for the South.
Uday trying to muscle that inside. He's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah. Biggest player out there, so he knows how to carve out space under the backboard. Just watch it again. You'll see him gets grabbed twice and still squeezed it up. Almost made that.
And frankly, very strong player for Charlestown. Knocks down the first.
Yeah, Charleston had a really up and down year. They had played some really good games and some other ones that you see the score, you didn't know what was going on.
Right. Uday knocks down the second. They had a shootout against Fenway.
That's right.
Back in, I believe, in the late
Both
January.
Teams in the 90s, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It also shows you how far Fenway's come. Beating a team program like Charleston.
Well, that's what I'm saying. See, for a small school like that with limited number of boys to make up a team, Bruce DeSilva in his first year got those kids excited playing his system. And the key is most of them are underclassmen.
Celestin off the steal, no good. Uday with the rebound for the South squad. Uday picks up the loose ball, and again, he'll head to the charity stripe.
I like his energy. He's the biggest player out there, but he's not just playing because he's big. He's going to the floor, he's running the floor. That time, he's out-hustled a smaller player for the ball.
And Uday good on the first.
See right there, get down to the floor to hustle, gets pushed from behind.
Uday now with 6 points to lead all scorers for the South side. Rivaldo Soares, the leading scorer for the North side. And Dipsy do layup that time from Justin Brooks out of West Roxbury.
Yeah, that was the only way he could have got it up and down.
4-point lead for the Boston North. Shamar Moore, no good from 3. Moore with the steal.
They find his teammate.
Shamar gets it poked away. Jordan Pimentel. Good pass up the floor for the easy layup that time for Elijah Joy out of Boston English. Tycliffe Blake trying to go baseline inside. Uday again with the rebound. That time he gets the put back to go.
Boy, he's keeping South in the game. It's only a 4-point game, mainly because of him.
And Uday couldn't save it, so that'll go back to the North. This quarter a little bit slower than the first quarter, as you mentioned. You don't see the team combinations.
Right, because like we said, the game started out 3 O'Brien players and 2 new mission players. Right. So Blue gets off to a great start. Now the South and Reds they're pulling themselves back here in the second quarter.
Quickly up the floor. And getting fouled on his way to the rim was William Samuels out of Snowden. So he will head to the charity stripe.
Now Lewis did the right thing. He came back defensively, chased him down, and prevented the hoop.
And first free throw is good there for Samuels.
I know for the South, looking toward the second half, it's going to be easy when it gets to crunch time to have Uday out there the way he's playing.
And that shot deflected.
Moore trying to get a jump shot going.
Jordan Pimentel unable to squeeze that one home. But chases after the loose ball, typical Jordan Pimentel. No good on the 3. And that goes out of bounds back to the South squad. Seen Jordan a lot, both on the basketball court and the football field for Madison Park.
Same style. Low to the ground, right?
Fullback. Jordan, very good leader for Madison Park in both sports.
To travel there. Yeah, Moore's having a tough time. He actually has one of the best shooting strokes in the city.
He does.
Just having a tough time getting going here today.
The starting lineup for the North squad just about ready to check back in.
These are the guys that can get them off to a great start. So South's going to also bring their starting lineup back in.
That three-pointer good from the corner that time from Elijah Joy. Elijah's had a good game here in the second quarter. And that time, it's Lawrence Sellis whistle for the foul. He's going to head to the bench along with Pimentel and the rest of the North squad as starters are back in. So you got the Mitchell twins and the O'Brien players. Actually, De La Rosa.
De La Rosa, so this time you get 3 New Mission players and 2 O'Brien players.
So Ebanks, Soares, De La Rosa, and the Mitchells. And for the South side, Galloway, DeVega, Marcellus, Dunkley, and Walter DuHollins. Nice drive by Galloway, but it's swatted away by Rivaldo Soares. Charlie Mitchell lost it on the way up. And Dunkley with a wayward pass, and Marcellus couldn't hang on to it. Corner three rattles home that time for Romario Ebanks.
So back to a 9-point game for Blue.
Dunkley looking for an opening down to Marcellus. But Jeff just always seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Right, and it helps Dunkley. Dunkley did a good job drawing the big fellow defensively and rewarded Marcellus for moving to the backboard.
De La Rosa short on that one. Gets his own rebound. Ebanks. Now it's Mitchell. Charles Mitchell for 3 off the back rim. That's stolen away by Charlie Mitchell. Now here comes Charles with Ebanks on his right. Romario, no good on the 3.
A good job, Marcellus.
Galloway, elbow jumper. Might have been deflected by Soares. Dunkley, short jumper is good.
Well, I'll tell you, this quarter, the teams are playing better defense. The first quarter was all open jump shots.
De La Rosa inside to Ebanks. Nice job by Alex De La Rosa. Just under 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. As the North side on top by 7. DeVega was open, but it's stolen away by Charlie Mitchell. Charlie straight to the bucket.
Speed, right?
Man, is he quick.
What's that, like a 60-yard dash? Indoor track, right? Just happened to have a basketball in his hand.
DeVega for 3 around the rim and out. If I am a college coach, I go over to the track coach and say, we're going to have the Mitchells, and they're going to do both track.
Them, right.
We're going to do track and basketball, and everybody's going to be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Substitution for the North, Kobe Smith coming back in as his O'Brien teammate, Romario Ebanks, heads to the bench. DuHollins to the bench for the South squad, and Galloway as Victor Monegro and Anisel Poirier come back in. So now you're seeing that the coaches try to find a couple of different combinations now.
Right, definitely. Yeah. Change up the guards for the South team.
Marcellus, top of the key. Soares with the pass up to Charlie Mitchell. What a play from Rivaldo Soares.
We talked about Soares with 10 points in the first quarter, but he's had some nice passes here in the second quarter.
Johnny Ortiz off the window, can't get that one to go. Here comes Soares. Off the rebound. Up to Smith, alley-oop to Rivaldo. If Rivaldo put that one down,
he came off in the wrong
shut
foot.
the lights off. Monegro gets blocked by Mitchell, and that'll stay with the South. Martin's coming back in for the North squad as Alex De La Rosa heads to the bench. Marcellus gets it to go. Jeff Marcellus.
Nice hesitation move. Big fellows avoid the block that time.
Charlie Mitchell, top of the key jumper. Good swing for the South squad, and Dunkley no good on the three. Johnny Ortiz somehow comes down with a rebound. Dunkley, nice move to the rim.
You see, Soares wants to block everything, so he's going for the head and shoulder fakes.
Rivaldo to the rim.
Wow, yeah. All the way to the rim, right? That's his second dunk.
He's just so much fun to watch out in the open floor. Victor Monegro for three, no good. Good rebound by Jeff Marcellus.
That's his teammate.
Boy, Jeff really going to work down low.
This first half's flown by.
Charles Mitchell way off on the three. Here comes Dunkley. Like a running back straight to the rim.
Good left hand.
Kobe Smith cleared for takeoff, but that time he just hit the layup. And now a turnover. Mitchell off balance three. Hits it before the buzzer. Charlie Mitchell. Not that we've never seen that from him before, but what a shot by Charles Mitchell.
And the biggest lead of the game for North.
Let's see that one again.
You see the steal. Knows what the time is.
Bang, just before the buzzer. Charles Mitchell knocking down the three, and the North side has a 12-point lead here going into halftime. And you saw that unit that we saw at the beginning of the game then come back in late in the second quarter.
That's where it comes down to. You called it familiarity. They know where to go. The ball moves, it flows freely, and open shots are taken with no hesitation. I think for Bruce DeSilva with his red squad, he's going to have to get them, first of all, to calm down, but just play basketball. When you have an open shot, take it. Don't try to force anything. Move the ball so that the North will play some defense. Part of that second quarter, North team just had the guy in the top just taking off. Automatic fast break. South team got to take better shots to make North all five players play defense.
That's right. And so, like we mentioned before at the start of the game, the team who plays the most defense might be the team who takes it home.
Eventually, right?
Eventually. We didn't see it very much there in the first half, as you can see by the score, but we'll see if anybody kind of clamps down on defense. Could be the Mitchell twins, who we've seen play crazy defense for all 4 years of their high school career. Our sideline reporter, Channing Curtis, is with one of the coaches right now. So, Channing, take it away.
I'm here with head coach DeSilva for the South team. Now, Coach, what adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we're going to have to pick up our chemistry. They got three guys from O'Brien and Mission that, kind of all play together, understand the same system. So we're going to talk to our guys. And I've been here before, and the teams that play the best defense will be the teams that win.
Okay, now I got a chance to talk to the coach from the North, and he said he didn't really get a lot of time before the game to talk to his team. Did you have a similar problem?
I had a similar problem as well. A lot of stuff going on at once. Everybody's getting dressed and getting the camera ready. So we haven't talked much, but most of these guys know each other. They all played each other before in the league, and we're going to have to step up on defense if we want to win the game.
All right. Any problems like with lineups? How do you get together your lineups?
It's difficult. It's difficult. Everybody wants to get out there. We got a lot of talented guys. Luckily, my assistant coach, he helps me out, and we just try to get the best chemistry in there together. So as I watch this next quarter here, I'll find out when we're going to play in the last quarter that can bring us back and hopefully take the game.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Channing. There you saw Bruce DeSilva, the head coach of the Fenway Panthers, coaching the South All-Stars here today. Glad to see that he got the honor this year for the All-Star game.
Well deserved.
Because of what he did at Fenway this year, and they're going to be a good program for years to come. And like he said, like we've been saying, defense might win the game.
At some point. I mean, who's going to kick in and decide to dig in and play some D? That's what it comes down to. I mean, the North team, when you watch it, it seemed like they had a slight edge of quickness. mainly because of the Mitchells, okay, when they're out there together. But it still doesn't mean you don't play defense. I mean, there are too many wide open shots for the North team in blue, and that's why they get this 12-point lead.
Yeah, we'll see if that changes coming out in the third quarter, but that number 1 squad for the North team is tough to defend against. My goodness.
Up and down.
Folks, it's been a very fun year here in 2017 with a lot of teams making good runs in the state tournament. And of course, the city championships are always a blast. We're going to give you our top 10 plays from this year's 2017 basketball season, so let's take a look at that right now. Now it's Tarver over to Gully. And Gully gets the basket and the foul.
You know, you mentioned earlier in the game, Pat, how John Rice said he really liked the freshman Gully. I can see why. She just seems to be in the right place at the right time a lot. Good pass by Tarver to lead her right to the backboard. $15-point game.
Field gets a poke away. Router.
Make it 11.
With the layup. This is the kind of run that Tech Boston needed as Brighton calls a timeout. 1:58 left to go in the third.
I'll tell you, it's one of those things, Pat, where all the Tech Boston fans are wondering what happened just in the first half. This is how we play all season.
Galloway gets it to go and the foul. Jordan Galloway knifing inside the lane.
Yeah, they haven't got the initial block shot for Beverly, but then he gets stuck on the opposite side of the baseline. Watch Galloway. As Galloway goes, Gavin's all the way to the left side, and you see Police. The foul.
Bowen to Smith from the corner, an unneeded 3. Big time rebound from Soares. Lays it up and in on the reverse. Back down the other end, it's Browder. Can't squeeze that one home. Kobe Smith chasing after the loose ball. It goes out of bounds. And it's off of O'Brien, so Tech Boston will hang on. With 1:30 left to go.
That's not the shot you want if you're O'Brien, but the length and the size of Soares, again, creating a matchup problem. He's up to 10 rebounds, just 1 assist shy of the triple-double.
Cellison on the drive, gets it knocked away by Alexander. Charles again to the basket. And one again for Charles.
Wasn't even thinking about a dunk on that one. Let me make this layup to try to wrap this up. Nice move out to the right side. Took the bump from Pujols. Still back home.
So it's the McNamara show for a long time. Now it's Galloway out on the break. Lays it down to Clark, who gets the basket and the foul. Jordan Galloway with the no-look to the big fella.
Look at this. No-look, beautiful feed down low. An even better play by Clark, or at least a pretty good play by Clark with his size to have that type of body control in midair. Shows why he's a phenomenal defensive lineman for this football team as well.
Back down the other end, it's Drayton trying to go coast to coast. Another block by Tarver. Comes away with a loose ball.
Wow.
3-on-2 for Fenway. Tarver converts that one. What a play from Tarver on both ends of the floor.
Whew. All right, if I'm the outdoor track coach for Fenway, I am signing up Shanae Tarver for the spring season. Again, comes out of nowhere on that time to block the shot, all the way back with the basket.
Router slipping on his way to the rim, but gets it to go and a foul.
Right there, I thought he was a little off balance, but somehow he was. The backboard's your friend, right? That's why that little box is up there. But watch this. There you go. Oh, he got kicked from behind. That's what good call. Chance for a three-point play. Three of the Fenway players play in the zone inside the foul line. Nice pass.
Beautiful lay down from Young to Surratt for the basket and the foul.
Young really made it look like she was going to force a shot, but she saw her cutting teammate, the basket and the foul. And watch Young. She makes this little curl move. Looks like she's going to force the shot, but nice pass inside.
Negro up the up fake. Unable to hit the jumper. Tap pass beautifully to Azem. What a play by Victor Monegro.
That's what I'm saying. He does it all. He missed the shot, but what do you do? First play followed the shot. Got the, like you said, didn't need the rebound, just need the tap. And he had a wide open teammate. Looking at Bosch tonight, I sort of feel bad for the three seniors who aren't getting a whole lot of playing time, especially Mindset.
Here's that play by Monegro. What a beautiful tap pass.
Again, tap pass. Gives your teammate the best chance to get an easy layup.
There you have it, the top 10 plays of the 2017 BPS basketball season. It's certainly been a fun year. When you have teams that are that successful in the state tournament, we had 2 good city championship games. We had a bunch of good regular season games. That Tech Boston versus Burke game
a lot of excitement.
Back in January was great. Really fun season. You can see it with all those plays that we just saw.
That's right. And there was, I know it had to be hard to pick 10 plays, right?
There was a lot more we could have put in there without question.
Right.
A lot of dunks that we weren't able to fit in there, but certainly a lot of fun. I put some passes in there because sometimes those don't get the credit they should.
Showing the teamwork is just as important.
Without question, the Victor Monegro tap pass down low was actually really nice to see. Here at this game right now, I mean, you're seeing some good passes, but you're seeing a lot of shots go up and a lot of great plays out there. And again, it's just there's so much depth among teams and players here on the boys' side for the City League. It's just a lot of fun to watch. Each lineup is good.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it had to have been tough to pick each roster.
Right.
There are so many players really deserving. Like you said earlier, you look at the Brighton team alone.
They could have had 7 guys
easily because they play so many players and they're all effective. So at this point, the coaches are doing the best they can. Coach Brock really is taking full advantage, like Bruce Silva said. Brock's taking full advantage of that familiarity.
Right.
He has the 3 O'Brien players together out there a couple of times. Then he had 2 out there part of the second quarter. I think we're going to see the 2 Fenway kids probably play a lot in the third quarter, try to get back into the game to cut into the 12-point deficit.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of adjustments these 2 teams make. Let's take a look at the halftime stats here before we head to break before the third quarter. And first up, it's going to be the South All-Star stats.
Yeah, for South, okay, Marcel is inside. Most of his work in the paint, 10 points for him. Dunkley with 8 points, also rebounds. Dunkley had 3, also Euban had 3, and then for the assists, Ortiz had 4, and Dunkley had 1 assist.
And there you see the North All-Stars, starting with Ronaldo Soros.
I tell you, Ronaldo started out great. He had 10 points in the first quarter alone, ended up with 12 for the half. Ebanks with 10, Lacombe with 3 rebounds along with Soares, and then Charlie Mitchell with 3 assists. De La Rosa also added a couple of assists for the North.
Yeah, so the North squad really filling out that stat sheet there in the first half. And you talk about Rivaldo Soares, we got some highlights of him in that first half. He was all over the place.
It was his quarter. That first quarter was amazing for him. Hitting the jump shot, and he also played some D. He hit the long jumper there with a good shooter's roll, get a dunk right here as he did a little hesitation. And on the other end, that's the 30-footer you talked about, right? But on the other end, he was just as impressive. He had 3 blocks, right? Started out fast breaks for his team, and for some reason, he's just really excited and hyped up for this game. And like we saw, 12 points at halftime, and I'm sure because he's one of the O'Brien players under Coach Brock, he'll get a lot of minutes in the second half.
That's right. We'll probably see a lot of that O'Brien new mission combination that we saw in the first half in the second half if North can make another run. Meanwhile, for the south side, I think Coach DeSilva's probably still looking for some combinations.
They've got to figure some things out because he doesn't have that same real advantage in terms of familiarity. He has 2 of his own players here, 2 of his top scorers. But other than that, he has to depend on the Brighton kids and some other kids to sort of mesh together.
So we'll see what happens here just before the third quarter. But right now we're going to head to break. When we come back, we will have that third quarter. We have the 2017 Boys City League All-Star Classic right after these words.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation.
We can.
Get someone a cab.
Or walk them home safely. We can make campuses safer for our friends,
Our roommates.
Our classmates, our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can.
Intervene.
It's on us.
All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education? What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself? What are you gonna make of me?
Welcome back to the Cabot Center at Northeastern University for the 2017 City League All-Star Classic. Right now we got the boys All-Star Game. And folks, if you want to follow us on social media, you can search for us on Facebook. That's Game of the Week here in the city of Boston. A lot of good stuff up on our Facebook page. Make sure you like us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. We're just about set to go to start the third quarter here at the Cabot Center, as half the North All-Stars are just trying to get sort of a dunk contest going on over here in the layup line. But it should be a fun second half here at the All-Star game, because
they're up 12.
They're ready to go.
Oh, yeah, right. They're feeling really good about themselves right now. I think South a little more down to business, because no one wants to get embarrassed in an All-Star game. Got a big crowd here. Get all your classmates, family, friends, Saturday afternoon. So you want to represent as well as you can. So I'm sure that you'll see the South dig in. Looks like they're going to come out actually with a smaller type, quicker lineup to stop this second half.
I wonder, too, if at some point Coach DeSilva, I mean, the two best players on the South squad in that first half were probably the two big guys, Uday and Marcellus.
Right.
You might want to go with the Twin Towers trying to control the boards.
I think he's going to, right now, obviously he wants to be able to close out on some of those open shots that the North got in the first half. They hit a bunch of threes because they were wide open. So that seems to be the case. And also, he wants to get Shamar Moore going. And Moore wasn't able to get his offense going in the first half. Had some good looks, but just couldn't put him down. So he's the type of player who can put together a couple of streaks.
So the North squad starts off the third quarter with the basketball. Rivaldo Soares, leading scorer across the board with 12 points. Pimentel over to Kobe Smith. And he couldn't hang on to that pass, and now it's Walter Duholland's. Teammate Tycliffe Blake gets deflected. Like you mentioned, now there you see Duholland's knocking it out of bounds. South squad going with the Tech Boston combination. You got Moore, Tycliffe Blake, and Walter Duholland's in there.
Get them in there, get some defense going.
Tech Boston, another team not quite getting the attention they deserved after the great season that they had, making it all the way to the city championship and losing to O'Brien in the second round of the state tournament. They've been a very consistent program now for the past 6 or 7 years.
And the key thing is always building.
Galloway blocked again by Soares, and Rivaldo tried to save it.
You know, it's funny. We had the highlights from at the halftime. It was all offense, but he had some blocks. He rebounded well in the first half. He's playing both ends.
Alley-oop is taken away that time by Kobe Smith. Running the floor and being rewarded was Montez Lacombe out of West Roxbury.
Yeah, South has to get something going on offense.
Galloway for three off the back iron. Hollins chases down the loose ball. Tycliffe Blake going to launch a three around the rim and out. Smith gets his pass picked off by Moore. Shamar gets it swatted away by Kobe Smith.
I'll tell you, he's still, Moore thought he was by himself, and he allowed Smith to catch him, not only catch him, but get a clean block out of bounds. Nice steal by Smith, but by Moore rather, but just didn't go hard.
Galloway, top of the key, knocks down the three.
That might get him started because Jordan really had a lackadaisical first half.
Galloway
Steal
with the
by
poke
Galloway.
steal. Moore over to DeVega. Jonathan, no good on the three. Soars over to Pimentel to Carlos Martins. What a block by Hollins. And DeVega saves it for the South. Moore steps into a three. That one no good, but Tycliffe Blake there for the rebound. DeVega going to try from long range. That one goes for him.
He's been shooting those all season. But just like that, the lead is down to 8. It was up to 14.
Smith loses it inside, and then Moore pokes it out of bounds. New Mission lineup coming back in with De La Rosa and the Mitchell twins. They're joined by Ibrahim Mansouré from Boston United and Lawrence Celeste from Madison Park. Mitchell, corner three, well off the mark. Here comes DeVega. He's got a 3-on-2. Going to take it himself, and Jonathan DeVega scoring on the fast break.
And now the South got something going.
And Charles Mitchell with a rare miscue. Now they're going to say that it was not a backcourt violation. Because Charles never got fully over for first full court.
One
you have
leg
to
over, not both.
need to have both feet to establish possession on the other side of the floor in order to get a backcourt violation. Mansouré on the drive, gets it knocked away, gets it back, and puts it up and in. That'll say with the South. Like you said, Alan, South on a pretty good run. If they get one more three. What a block by Celestin inside. Here comes Charles Mitchell back down the other end, and half the gym wanted him to try to dunk it.
Back to a 10-point game.
Here comes DeVega.
See, South has some offense out there, but they've got to do a better job getting back defensively.
Jonathan well off on that three. Celestin up to Charles Mitchell for the layup.
Yeah, South's going to try a new combination now. They're down 12 again.
Galloway knifes his way inside the paint. The patented Jordan Galloway drive.
He's tricky with the ball. He didn't like you getting slapped the last one, so he had a little more jiggle to that one.
Some more substitutions as two more players in for the North squad, with Leland Brown coming back in out of Cash. And also Elijah Joy out of Boston English as the Mitchells head to the bench. In for the South squad, Jordan Diaz along with NSL Poirier, Victor Monegro, who gets hammered on his way to the rim, Johnny Ortiz, and also Joseph Aboye out of Excel.
You see Monegro trying to get to the hoop on the three defenders. One of those situations, I think the North is actually playing better defense because they've seen how their defense has turned into fast breaks. So they are more aggressive protecting the basket. South is going to continue to try to make some more outside shots to loosen up that North defense.
South 7 for 8 from the free throw line. North side still hasn't taken a free throw. That's a 10-second violation on the North. Monegro, top of the key, rattles home a jumper.
That's his favorite spot. We saw Latin Academy a few times this year. We saw him make that same shot.
De La Rosa for 3, short with that one, but the rebound comes down to Joy. De La Rosa gets it poked away. Now it's Celestin picking up the loose ball and scoring.
Good fate to get away from the big fella defensively.
Three-pointer around the rim and out that time for Aboyi. Celeste now trying to go full court. Good swing to De La Rosa, who steps through for the bucket.
Just seems like every time South tries to get something going, North gets a couple of buckets to kick it back to a 10-point lead.
Poirier, step back 3, no good off the back iron. Jordan Diaz is there to put it back up and in.
Big fella used all his width on that one.
Brown nowhere to go with it. Now it's Elijah Joy knocking down the 3. He's had a nice game coming off the bench.
Like I said, you know, the open threes, no hesitation.
Elijah Joy now with 8 points for the North squad as Diaz off the nice feed from Anisel Poirier. And that turnover will go back to the South squad. Franklin Uday coming back in for the South as Jordan Diaz gets a well-deserved rest. Celeste coming out for the North as Justin Brooks out of West Roxbury now in. Johnny Ortiz, corner 3, and he's going to be shooting 3 free throws. We talked to Coach Coleman, the head coach at Brighton, and good to see Johnny got the all-star nod this year. Sometimes overlooked. He's only about 5'3", but he had a really good season for Brighton. One of the biggest reasons they made that tournament run was the clutch play that he had late in a lot of games.
And what he does, a lot of times he'll be in there when Coleman pushes press on. And like you said, even though he doesn't have much height, he has a lot of quickness, low to the ground, able to poke away dribbles, get poke steals, and get the fast break going.
Johnny
and
knocks
makes
down
all
the second.
3. Wow. So that's it. We got a 6-point game. It was just 12, now it's 6.
Good job breaking the press by the North. Now it's Joy back up top,
There
poked away by Johnny Ortiz. The little guy getting the layup off the steal.
5 quick points brings his team right back.
Brown unable to get it to go. Tap in no good that time from Brooks. But Brown chases down the rebound for the North. Brooks. And Joy throws that one away. Poirier going to try to grab it. Takes a 3 from the corner, and it doesn't fall for him. Uday there for the rebound, and he'll get 2 free throws.
See, that's the kind of effort that brings you back into a game. You're talking about Ortiz, made 3 free throws, got a steal and a layup. Here's Uday, staying with it. He'll get 2 free throws. 14-point leads down to 4 right now.
Uday no good on the first. Knocks down the second. Under 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Another turnover for the North. Brown gets it right back. Leland Brown towards the rim, and he gets fouled. You see Brown going towards the rim, gets bodied by Franklin Uday.
A big fella does what he's supposed to do, protect the rim, make him earn the free throws.
And Brown hits the first. First free throws of the game attempted by the North squad, and Brown is 2 for 2.
No jumpers.
Johnny Ortiz right back down the other end, lays it down inside. Uday with another rebound. Can't get the putback to go. Self squad.
Wow.
And that is going to do it for 3 quarters here at the Cabot Center at Northeastern University. The blue North All-Stars leading the red South All-Stars 69-64. We're going to head to break. When we come back, we will have the 4th quarter of the City League All-Star Classic right after these words. Don't go away.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework.
He hates homework.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's
I'm
just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as
harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to the Cabot Center at Northeastern University. We're just about ready to start the 4th quarter of the 2017 Boys City League All-Star Classic. As this is the All-Star cheerleaders getting some recognition here today. And the South squad down by 5. They made a real nice run there in the 3rd quarter, outscoring the North squad 27-15. And that's why they've cut into that lead. Now just a 5-point lead for the Boston North. We'll see if Coach Hughes Brock comes back with that lineup they started the game with, because that was the one that was so devastating.
I mean, even if he doesn't start the quarter with it, I'm sure he'll end the game with it, because you got to have those players who are defending and also working to get open shots. Meanwhile, for the South, Bruce DeSilva's going to come back with a bunch of guards, because he put on a 3/4 court press in the 3rd quarter. That helped bring his team back at a couple of steals.
And so the All-Star cheerleaders getting a nice hand from the crowd. We're just about set to go for the 4th quarter. Valdo Soares wants the basketball right now.
He's ready to go.
The Soares and the Mitchells sat a good amount of time there in the 3rd quarter, so they should be ready to go. Not that the Mitchells ever need any rest anytime ever.
They're ready whenever. Exactly.
They've been a lot of fun to watch these past 4 years. Dunkley gets blocked again by Soares.
They still walk right into that one.
Soares now with 5 blocks to lead the Boston North All-Stars. Galloway kicks it over to DeVega for 3. That one was short. Soares with the rebound. And that's knocked away by Galloway. They get it up to DeVega. Inside to Dunkley off the window.
Nice play by DeVega, because he did have Soares all ready to swallow him up. 3-point game.
Ebanks gets it poked away. Galloway over to DeVega, fires a three, and that one no good.
Oh, wow.
What a rebound from Marcellus.
Yeah, Marcellus, the only big guy out there for the South team, running the floor, getting the offensive rebound. Good job. Use that reach of his to get it away from Soares.
And Marcellus no good on the first.
You mentioned Marcellus this season. He did such a good job of working on his body during the off season. He came in and he was able to run the floor much better than the previous 2 years. So with that success, I know he's ready to go again next season.
Coach Bunker mentioned that this year, too, they would give Jeff the ball at the top of the key, and he was able to drive to the rim a lot better this season. You mentioned him getting in shape. That allows him to do that after working hard in the weight room and on his conditioning.
Next pass. Trap it. Trap.
Nice steal by North on that one.
Charles Mitchell, corner three is good.
That's
Charlie Mitchell, excuse me.
That was happening in the first quarter.
So Charlie Mitchell with the three. Charles is usually the three-point specialist, but Charlie knocking that one down.
They can both shoot him.
They both can make it. Charlie Mitchell now with 14 points. It's Dunkley.
Nice move. 5-point game.
Ebanks for three, knocks that one down.
You like that deep corner.
Sometimes Ebanks, when you talk about the Tigers, he gets lost in the shuffle a little bit with Soares and Kobe Smith, but Romario, very good shooter for the Tigers. That one no good from Galloway. Marcellus with another rebound, but it's stolen away from Marcellus by Charlie Mitchell. Charlie back down the other end. Charles for three. You betcha.
Yeah, South needs a timeout at this point. Yeah.
And the South calls a timeout. 5:28 left to go in the fourth quarter.
You know, it's what you said, Pat. The Mitchells, they're so familiar. Once the ball is loose or one of them has the ball, everything is sprinting up court, and they're going to find the open shooter. You had two Mitchells hit threes, then you had Eubanks hit a three. We had a three-point game. Now it's back to 11. See, that's the pass I'm talking about. Expecting the pass, but more importantly, ready to make the shot.
You see that from the Mitchell twins all the time. Whatever team, whether it's New Mission, BNBL, or even an all-star game like this, a team sort of kind of lugging along, and then all of a sudden the Mitchell twins come out, and it turns into an 11-point game. I mean, you got to start calling that the Mitchell effect or something, because they just jumpstart runs all the time.
That's exactly what it is. Because you're right. That the unit for Blue that was out there before was not moving the ball that well. And therefore, the lead shrunk all the way down to 2. Now, those guys get back in. Not only are they defending, but like you said, they're hitting threes. In this last sequence, they made 3 three-pointers, North did, to get that lead back up to 11.
And right now, they're announcing the 2017 Player of the Year. Rivaldo Soares is getting that honor this season. Just a sophomore out of O'Brien. I believe this is like sort of the first team, all-city first team.
Right. So
you got Soares, Charles Mitchell. You have Shamar Moore, Jordan Galloway, and DeJour Dunkley, which would be a heck of a lineup for anybody to play against. So as we mentioned, Soares all the way to the left is the Player of the Year, sophomore out of O'Brien. The college coaches are already drooling over to try to get him to, with that size and athleticism. Charles Mitchell, who's, as we mentioned, is really his first all-star appearance, which is hard to believe because he's been such a good player. But you also forget sophomore season, Charles broke his wrist midway through the year, so you're not going to get an all-star nod that year. And then last year, New Mission had so many good seniors that they had to get all those guys in. So the Mitchell twins with their first All-Star appearance. They are putting on a show here this afternoon.
Yeah, they're making the most. We talked about in the open. We said that's just the way they play. They play, 100 miles an hour no matter what, but it's still under control.
Right.
That's the key. A lot of players are quick or fast, but not always under control. These guys, because they know each other so well, they're sprinting up and down, but on offense, they're able to stop on the dime, either go to the basket or find the open teammate, usually the brother, for an open three-pointer.
That's right. The North squad coming back with that new Mission-O'Brien combination. Soares and Ebanks at a O'Brien, the Mitchell twins and De La Rosa at a new Mission. Meanwhile, on the south, you got DeJour Dunkley, Jordan Galloway, Johnny Ortiz, Franklin Uday, and Walter Duhollins. North currently on an 11-2 run, and that could increase right here. Ebanks for three. Can't get that one to go.
That was a great break there, because that's the same wide open three that North's been making on this 11-2 run.
Charles Mitchell now with 4 steals for the North All-Stars. Galloway can't get that acrobatic shot to go, but he will get 2 free throws.
This might be the last chance for the Soares to make a run to get back in this, because a nice fake on Soares. Again, Mitchell getting himself up to prevent the layup.
And Galloway no good on the first. We mentioned Galloway, Ortiz. We also have Jordan Diaz. Ty Perry had a really good season for Brighton. I mean, he was excellent in the state tournament, had 32 points in the sectional finals against Lynn Classical, where Brighton really needed them. They were down against Lynn Classical at halftime, and Perry came out, had 23 points in the second half. Also had a very good game at the Garden. So if there was another spot on the roster, I think Ty probably would get it, as there you see De La Rosa getting the layup. A steal by Ebanks, and he gets that acrobatic shot to go. Steal by Charlie Mitchell over to De La Rosa, or rather Charles Mitchell. And the South squad needs to take another timeout here with 4:31 left to go in the fourth quarter. 16-point lead for the Boston North All-Stars.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. 3 steals in a row. That's crazy on the inbound after the made basket.
Still surprised Coach De Silva hasn't gone to that maybe Uday Marcellus lineup to try to get a little more size in there.
I think at this point he's really wary of the quickness that's out there for the North, because even though you're right, those plays play well inside, but you can't catch him. It's a problem.
When we mentioned the Brighton Bengals winning the state championship, and 2 of their coaches, Hugh Coleman and Willie Veal, now on the sideline with our sideline reporter Channing Curtis. Channing, take it away.
And so I'm joined here by Coach Hugh Coleman. He is, of course, reigning state championship winning coach. How are you doing, Coach? How's it feel to be a spectator today?
It feels great. It feels great to enjoy the atmosphere of the city. We have 3 of our young men participating. 1 of our young men got honored with the Sportsmanship of the Year, which is awesome. And so it feels great just to be in the city atmosphere. My daughter got a chance to play earlier, so that was nice.
Now, do you find yourself with your daughter trying to coach her?
Absolutely. From the sidelines, we try to encourage her, try to give her some pointers while she's out there. Just our way of trying to do all parts, be a dad, but also be a spectator at the same time.
So what are your plans for the off season?
We are going to enjoy ourselves a little bit. We work really hard to accomplish the goal of a state championship and enjoy it for a little bit. But you know what? The work never ends. So academics are number 1 now, finishing off the school year strong. And then in the off season, having guys get prepared to try to do it all over again next year.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. You go back to enjoying this game. We'll be back with more.
Thanks very much, Channing, and certainly Coach Coleman and Coach Veal and the rest of the coaching staff for Brighton. Walking around
The chest
like
out.
they're walking on clouds right now after winning the state championship. They've had a heck of a season, winning both the states and the city championship. As Mitchell almost turns the ball over, Kobe Smith now harassing the backcourt by Dew Hollins. Over to Galloway. Jordan tries a crazy three.
He's trying to draw a foul on the play.
Charles Mitchell, another three. It's just too easy for those guys.
Well, they make it look easy. I tell you, it's not. It's funny too because it does look easy, but it's a lot of hard work.
Charles Mitchell right now with 12 points in this fourth quarter, and if you are the South All-Stars, you're now watching Rivaldo Soares come back in after giving up that big-time run. 17-point lead for the North. You got the Mitchells, you got Soares, Carlos Martins, and Kobe Smith in there for the North All-Stars. Charlie Mitchell for three off the front rim. And Dunkley gets it stolen away by Charles Mitchell. Charlie inside to Charles. Charles going to step back. That one no good. Martins with the rebound. Ty Cliff Blake out of Tech Boston, able to get that scoop shot to go. And almost a steal that time for Dunkley. And Kobe Smith thought that Ty Cliff Blake was one of his teammates. Soares with another block. I mean, this is just getting silly here for Soares as Mitchell buries a three from the inlet or at the middle of the court here at the Cabot Center.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I don't think we've ever had twin brothers as player of the game, right?
There's a first time for everything.
I tell you, this is unbelievable. Like what'd you call it? The Mitchell effect, right?
That's right, the Mitchell effect.
Quotations, right?
The Mitchell effect. I got to patent that. Make sure nobody else steals it. Timeout here with 2:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. And this North squad is all smiles as they have been putting on a show here at Northeastern.
And that's what happens in all-star games. And like you said, that whichever coach can find a combination that's going to work and play together, move the ball, get open shots, but more importantly, hustle the whole time out. And the North team basically found 2 or 3 different combinations. But the constant was the two Mitchells being out there at the same time.
That's right. Anytime they went on a run, it was the Mitchells out there. Now some of the fun things they do here at the All-City Classic. These two guys got to put on
oversized
the high school size jersey, even though these guys are all of 35 pounds. Then you got to put on the shorts. Then you got to put on the sneakers. Then you got to make a layup. Still trying to get the arms through the jersey, and that one guy, he left his shorts there. Is that cheating? Putting on the oversized shoes. He's got to put the shorts on. The other guy's got the shorts but no shoes. Okay, now this young guy's got to get the shorts on. Now they got to go the length of the floor, and we got some spillage here as one little guy. Meanwhile, back down the other end, this young fella's got to make a layup. Y'all got to finish it off with a basket. There we go. So the young fella in the white jersey is the winner.
One more.
There we go. I believe that guy's Drew Hughes, Brock's son. Getting a chance at this game, so all smiles here at the City Classic. Today we see the replay. Look at the little guy.
Finally get that one. There you go.
Those guys will be making baskets at this court in the City League All-Star game in no time.
Right. You got to start somewhere, right? But you really got to be impressed with how the North, for a bunch of players, I mean, there is some familiarity, but the fact that they can, even when they had non-teammates out there, they just play so well together.
Shamar Moore, corner three for the South.
Finally hits a three. I mean, he's had a tough game all along, but with his ability to shoot, he'll be out there for the last couple of minutes.
Carlos Martins unable to answer. Here comes Shamar again. This one's going up. Short that time. Comes Soros out on the break. Alley-oop to Rivaldo and somehow hits the layup. Alex De La Rosa coming in as Charles Mitchell heads to the bench. Got to give this young guy a hand. Charles Mitchell with a heck of a game here for the Boston North All-Stars.
You see the up alley-oop that he finished off.
.23 points, 5 assists, and 4 steals for Charles Mitchell here this afternoon. Shamar Moore with another three. That one well off the mark. Soros grabs the rebound, gets it poked away. De La Rosa short on the three. Martin's there for the putback. Shamar Moore. No whistle. Looked like Shamar got drilled there, but no call. As Jordan Galloway comes back in, Shamar going to head to the bench for the South Side. Under a minute to go here at Northeastern. De La Rosa with a great move to the bucket, but he couldn't convert. Galloway somehow gets that one to go.
He's trying to get Soros for a dunk.
De La Rosa no good. Ty Cliff Blake. Oh, what a block from Martins. Oh, that was Kobe Smith, excuse me. To Hollins. Gets it to go. Charlie Mitchell. Well, Charlie, it went in.
They'll call it, yeah.
As Charles loves seeing that. Jordan Galloway, no good on the three at the buzzer. We're having a blast here at Northeastern as the North Side wins the boys 2017 City League All-Star Classic over the South Side, 100-83. And as usual, we got a shootout on the boys' side of the basketball. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, anytime you talk about 183 points between two teams. But again, it usually comes down to what we mentioned earlier, and Bruce De Silva talked about at halftime with Shannon. Whoever plays defense or the better defense will win the game. That's exactly what happened. Because all the defensive pressure, the double teaming, the steals that the North got in blue turned into some dunks, some fast breaks, but more importantly in the fourth quarter, some wide open threes which they hit.
Yeah, they were deadly behind the three-point land, especially the Mitchell twins, and that's a nice way for them to end their high school basketball careers, watching them here at Northeastern. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have the Game of the Week MVP or MVPs and the game-winning coach and our final stats here from the Cabot Center right after these words. Don't go away.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Got a quarter?
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish. In your face, in your face.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation.
We can.
Get someone the cab.
Or walk them home safely.
We can make campuses safer for our friends.
Our roommates.
Our classmates. Our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can. Intervene.
It's on us.
All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself? What are you gonna make of me?
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. Yeah, Dad. We're getting so wet. Show proof, keep it smooth as I bust the move. Where you step in swiftly, you with me, keep up. If not, just stop, pop a spot, put your feet up, read up, pay attention, listen to the melody. Remember what you heard, got my words to the spell of me. Top notch, got them all jumping like hopscotch, or jumping rope like double dutch in the air. Show me what you got, keep it hot like the heater. You thinking you a treat, cause you're sweet, but I'm sweeter. Leader of the pack, cause they all stay behind me. I'm old school, you don't skip tracks, you rewind me. Find me, working on my craft.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Welcome back to the Cabot Center at Northeastern University at the conclusion of the 2017 Boys City League All-Star Classic as the Boston North defeated the Boston South 100-83 in a shootout. And one of the catalysts, or two of the catalysts for the Boston North squad were the Charles and Charlie Mitchell. They are our MVPs tonight, and they are with our sideline reporter, Channing Curtis. So, Channing, take it away.
All right, guys, so I'm joined here by the Mitchell twins, the infamous twins from New Mission. How's it going, guys?
I'm going good.
Okay, good. So it's Charles and Charlie. So now, does it make it a little bit easier since you're playing with your brother when you're playing on a team where you don't really know anybody else?
Yeah, because if he comes down the court, I know he's looking for me. So it's great for me because I have somebody that knows where I'm at and that gives me the ball when I'm open.
Now, I know you guys are seniors, so what are your plans next? What's next with basketball?
Trying to get in the gym, get stronger, and really work out to get ready for college basketball. We don't know where we're going right now, but we're still looking.
So are you guys a package deal? Are you going to go somewhere together?
Yes, we're going somewhere together.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Congratulations again. Now, Coach Drew Brock here from O'Brien. Now, congratulations, first of all, on being Coach of the Year. Amazing award. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about it. It means a lot. It's my second year in a row getting it. I got voted by my colleagues, which means that, I would think they think pretty highly of me. I put a lot of work, I put a lot of effort into coaching, and it's nice to be on display and have the honor of coaching these All-Stars.
Now, like we said earlier, you've coached us now 3 times, this All-Star team. What are some of the differences in coaching a team like this than coaching your regular team?
Coaching my regular team, I'm a lot more animated. There's little to no room for mental mistakes. Coaching the All-Star game, it's a lot more laxed. I get to relax a little bit, have a little bit more fun. I didn't have my clipboard with me today, which felt kind of like I didn't have an undershirt on. But it's a lot of fun just to be out here amongst these great group of guys and just let them play free.
So what are your plans for the off-season?
The off season, I'm going to enjoy as much time with my son as possible. Last year we took a trip to Disney World, so I'm going to try to take him back. In terms of basketball, I'll be going to watch all my kids play AAU, BNBL. Just try to enjoy myself. Part of enjoying myself is being around basketball. The other part is being around my son. So it'll probably consist of my whole off season.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Channing. And you saw the Mitchell twins there, Coach Hughes, Brock. There's a lot of guys we could have picked for MVP, but just a great way to cap off the careers of the Mitchell twins. They've been so much fun to watch and so difficult to play against for other players, and probably so annoying to play against for other players. But they've been just such an integral part of the City League for several years now, and it's fun to see them get the MVP
A lot of fun.
tonight.
I'm telling you, a lot of fun, and it's unusual to have 2 players, but they are, like they were saying, they're a package deal.
Right.
And like both of us pointed out during the course of the game, when they went into the game together, things changed. It's almost like the floor tilted toward the North advantage.
Right.
And that's just how it was. And Chalice was saying it. Okay, I'm out there, even though I'm playing with 3 other stranger guys. I know my brother's looking for me. I'm going to spot up. I'm going to hit the shots. They opened the game up in the fourth quarter with that spurt. It was 11-2 spurt.
Right.
Mitchell's hit 2 threes, and then they got a 3 from the player from O'Brien, and from there on, that was it. But the thing about the All-Star game, how many 17-point games can be exciting right to the end?
That's right.
Little by-play one-on-one between Galloway and De La Rosa from New Mission cut down the court.
Yep.
It was a matter of what was the O'Brien player was going to get another dunk before the game was over, or another block shot.
Right.
So all that it created fun, and people were not leaving, even though it was clear North was going to win it.
Right.
There was still other parts of the game within the game to make it exciting all the way to the end.
Without question. We talk about the Mitchells and how long we've seen them grow as basketball players here in the city. There's been other guys that have been to multiple All-Star games and we've seen for a long time. Jordan Galloway, we covered him when he was in the middle school championships about 5 years ago. Talking about Soares, just a sophomore. We've seen him for a couple of years now. Certainly Jeff Marcellus has been a good player for Latin Academy for a long time. Victor Monegro, all these guys sort of growing up. A lot of seniors this year really contributing to this All-Star game. And it's just been so much fun to watch. And you see, programs like New Mission and Brighton, we already know are just great programs with the state championship.
Right, and because they have consistency. There's an advantage to having coaches who come back year after year.
That's right.
It's still the same system, the winning system that's consistent and works. And so it makes it easier for the players to fit right in. Like you said, a lot of times we'll see freshmen, and the fact that there were some freshmen and sophomores in the All-Star game today, it was a matter of those younger players had to play a lot of minutes. Right. And because they played a lot of minutes, they were able to earn their way here.
Right. And it's certainly a lot of fun to see them earn their minutes coming into this All-Star game. Let's take a look at the final stats here from the Cabot Center before we sign off. And first up, it's the Boston South All-Stars.
Dunkley, 13 points. Galloway, in the end, a little excitement going one-on-one against De La Rosa, had 11 points. 5 rebounds for Uday. Dunkley with 4. And then the assist, Ortiz had 5, and Shamar Moore came off the bench with 3 assists.
So let's take a look at the North All-Stars.
Yeah, North, they ran up 100 points. 23 from Charles Mitchell, 18 from Charlie Mitchell. So there you go, 41 points between the two twins. Soares with 7 rebounds Lacombe with 4 rebounds, and then the 2 Mitchells again, 5 assists apiece. So you're talking about 41 points and 10 assists between the 2 Mitchells.
That's a heck of a game between the package deal, and you got to think there's got to be some college coach who's out there saying, if I have those 2 guys in my backcourt, things are going to be looking sharp
for
for us.
4 years.
That's right. Well, I'm sure they're going to get some kind of looks, especially after this game. We'll try to find out who they plan on playing with next year. It should be a lot of fun to watch them as they continue their basketball career. Folks, we want to thank you all for joining us here at the Cabot Center at Northeastern University for the 2017 All-City League Basketball Classic. It's been a lot of fun. I want to thank our crew. They've been hanging in all day. The Scholar Athlete Foundation, the Athletic Department, Boston Center for Youth and Families, and Northeastern did a heck of a job putting this on. As always, a lot of good stuff. The races between the kids and the oversized clothes is always a blast.
And there are always 2 winners. Right?
That's right. And the audience wins as well watching it. So just a lot of fun here at the Cabot Center in Northeastern. We want to thank you for joining us. If you want to watch this game again, you can go to our website, www.cityofboston.gov/game of the week. All the games from this season are up there, including some state tournament games and the city championship games. You can also go to Facebook, follow us on Facebook, search for Game of the Week here in Boston. A lot of good videos, updates, pictures, a lot of great stuff. You can also follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV, and make sure you tweet at us using the hashtag BostonGOW. Well, we saw the best and brightest of the Boston City League basketball in a couple of weeks. We're going to see Boston's basketball future. We'll have the middle school championships in just a couple of weeks. But for right now, we're going to say so long here from Northeastern here on Game of the Week. Take care, everybody.